In today's lecture, I will discuss about hidden Markov models. In this, I will cover Markov random process, Markov models, hidden Markov model. Markov random process. Markov process is a simple stochastic process in which the distribution of future states depends only on the present state and not on how it arrived in the present state. A random sequence has the Markov property if its distribution is determined solely by its current state. Any random process having this property is called as Markov random process. For observable state sequence, state is known from data. This leads to Markov chain process. In case if the states are well known, in that case we can see that it's a kind of Markov chain process, and if the hidden states are hidden, that means they cannot be observed. In that case, the model that we are applying, that is called as hidden Markov model. So here is the diagram for the Markov process. The Markov property can be defined as the state of the system at time t plus 1 depends only on the state of the system at time t. So this is the way of representation of the Markov property, and in this we can say that the state of any system at time t plus 1, it only depends on the time t. That means we are not concerned about the past events. We are predicting the future only on the basis of current state. That means the state x2 depends on x1. x1 is the current state, and if I want to predict the future state, that is x2, then this state only depends on x1. Now, stationary assumption. In general, a process is called stationary if transition probabilities are independent of t. This means that if system is in a state I, the probability that the system will next move to state j is Pij, no matter what the value of t is. So here what we are doing, there are various states and there are transitions between these two states. Whenever there is a transition from one state to another state, the time is not so important. The transition is more important. The change of state is more important. But how much time it is taking to change any state, that is not so important. Now, Markov models. This model can be defined as it is a discrete finite system having n distinct states. It begins with t is equals to 1. At each time step, the value of t becomes 1, 2 and so on. The system moves from current state to next state, possibly the same as the current state, according to transition probabilities associated with current state. This kind of system is called a finite or discrete Markov model. So we can define the Markov model as a set of states S1 to Sn. Process moves from one state to another, generating a sequence of state which can be represented as Si1, Si2 and so on up to Sik and so on. Then we have discussed about the Markov chain property. Then whenever there is a transition from one state to another, there is a transition probabilities, and the transition probability can be defined as Eij is equals to P Si Sj. So whenever there is a transition from Si to Sj, the transition probability can be defined as Aij. Then we are also having initial probability, which can be represented by using pi. So states are having initial probabilities, and these probabilities can be defined using pi I. Here is an example of Markov model, and in this I am having two states, state S and state R. These two states are visible, they are not hidden, so that's why it is a kind of Markov model. And if these two states are hidden, then it becomes hidden Markov model. So we are having two states. One state is representing a sunny day and another state is representing a rainy day. Now these two states are associated with transition probabilities, that is TSS, TSR, TRS and TRR. TSS is the transition probability from state S to S. TSR is the transition probability from state S to R. TRS is the transition probability from state R to S, and TRR is the transition probability from state rain to rain. So this is the way of representation of Markov model. In case of hidden Markov model, now these two states are hidden, and we are having another part, that is that we can observe, and we are having two observations, observation 1 and observation 2. For example, you are talking with your friend, and the friend is at some other location, and he is performing two tasks. First task is he can read a book, and second task is he is taking the dog for a walk. Now he told you once that whenever I am reading a book, the day is rainy day, and whenever I am taking a dog for a walk, the day is sunny day. Now what is happening, there are some probabilities associated with these events, and whenever there is a probability between whenever there is a probability between a state and observation or an event, then this probability can be represented by using emission probability. So ERR is the emission probability between the rainy day and the reading book. So whenever we are given a sequence of events, for example, I am taking a dog for a walk, I am reading book, again I am reading book, again I am taking the dog to the for a walk. So if these are the sequence of events, so what we have to judge, we have to find the hidden state. That means which state is I have to tell on which state my current system is, whether it is on the sunny day or whether it is on the rainy day. So in hidden Markov model, these two states are hidden, and these two parts are they are not hidden, they can be easily observed by us, and based on these two things we have to predict the states of the system. So in hidden Markov model, we are having 4 transition probabilities, that is TSS, TSR, TRR and TRS. Apart from that, we are having 4 emission probabilities, that is ESW, ERW, ESR and ERR. It should be noted that the states are hidden and can be inferred from the observations. Now, the condition probability distribution of hidden variable xt at time t depends only on the value of hidden variable x t minus 1. The values at time t minus 2 and before have no influence. This is called the Markov property. The observed variable yt depends only on the state of hidden variable xt. The state space of the hidden variable is discrete, while the observations can be discrete or continuous. A hidden Markov model is associated with 2 parameters. First is the transition probability and second is the emission probabilities. So we can say that hidden Markov model consists of set of states. Then we are having a set of sequence of states which could be represented using SI1, SI2, dash dash, SIK and so on. Then hidden Markov model holds the property of Markov chain property, which can be defined as P SIK, SIK minus 1. In this, the states are not visible, but each state randomly generates one of the m observations, V1, V2 up to Vm. To define hidden Markov model, the following probabilities have to be specified. So whenever we are implementing the hidden Markov model, the model could be implemented in matrix form, and these probabilities are represented by using matrix. So first matrix we are having is the matrix of transition probability, which can be defined as A is equals to Aij. Then we are having the observation probability B, which could be represented as Bi Vm. Then apart from that, we are having the initial probability, which is represented using pi, And finally, the model could be represented by using M is equals to AB, by where A is the matrix of transition probability, B is the matrix of observation probability, and pi is the matrix of initial probability.